There was a man living in the land of Uz. His name was Job. Job was known as a righteous man. He feared God deeply, and he turned away from evil. In everything he did, God blessed Job greatly. He had great wealth, many servants, and a large family. His home was filled with peace, and his days were filled with purpose. Job loved his children. He prayed for them every single day. He offered sacrifices on their behalf because he desired to honor God in all things. Job lived quietly, faithfully, trusting God with his whole heart. But one day everything changed. Without warning, trouble entered his life. Messengers came running to Job, one after another, each bringing worse news than the last. His animals were stolen, his servants were killed, his possessions were destroyed. Before Job could understand the first loss, another messenger arrived. His sons and daughters were gone, taken in a sudden disaster. In a single day, Job lost everything he loved, his wealth, his family, his security. Job fell to the ground, overwhelmed by grief. Yet even in his pain, Job did not curse God. He chose to worship. He chose to trust not. Long after Job's suffering became even greater, pain covered his body from head to toe. He was struck with painful sores, leaving him weak, broken, and exhausted. Job sat alone in ashes with nothing but his thoughts. The days felt heavy, and the nights felt endless. Even his wife spoke against him, telling him to give up, telling him to curse God. But Job refused. He chose to hold on to his faith, even when nothing made sense. Then Job's friends came to see him. At first they sat with him in silence, seeing how great his suffering was, but soon their words became heavy. They accused Job, they blamed him. They told him that his suffering must be his own fault. They believed God was punishing him. Job cried out to God, asking why this had happened, begging for understanding. Days passed, weeks passed. Job woke up each day hoping something would change. He listened for God but heard nothing. The nights were long and the silence was heavy. Job wondered if God still saw him, if God still cared. He remembered the days when life was good, when prayers felt easy, when faith felt strong. Now faith required endurance. Job did not have answers, but he chose to wait. He chose to trust even in the darkness. This kind of faith is not loud, it is quiet, and it is strong. God felt silent, but God was still there. At the right time, the Lord answered Job. God spoke with power. From the storm, he revealed his wisdom, his authority, and his control over all creation. Job realized something important. God had never left him. God had always been in control. Even when Job could not understand the reason for his pain, Job humbled himself before God and trusted him completely. Then the Lord restored Job. God healed his body. God restored his life. God blessed him more than before. Job received new joy, new peace, and a renewed future. His suffering was not wasted. His waiting had meaning. His faith had been refined. Many people walk away when life becomes painful, but Job stayed, not because he understood, but because he trusted God's character. Sometimes God does not explain. Sometimes he asks us to trust. Waiting does not mean God is absent. Silence does not mean God is gone. If you are suffering, if you are waiting, if God feels silent to you, remember this: God is still working even when you cannot see it. Your story is not over.